This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
Follow the money. That's what I always say. You always follow the money. Yeah.
This is Follow the Money with Mitch Moss and Paulie Howard on VSiN.
Here we go. Welcome in. It is Follow the Money on VSiN, the sports betting network. Mitch Moss along with Paulie Howard live today, downtown Vegas, Circa Resort and Casino. A 3-hour banger lined up today. Great guests on the program. Matt Vasgersian, John Calvecchio, who's going to be in today after the National Sports Card Trading Show in Chicago. Aaron Moore, the Professor Best Bets, as it's a big day at the network here. College football guide is out as we speak. We'll get into plenty of baseball today as well. I have not seen you since the week before the All-Star break in Major League Baseball. How you been, pal?
All right, buddy. What's your name again? Yes.
Name tags around here, I think.
Been a long time. Yes. Calvecchio's a lunatic. Had dinner with him. Meatballs, shrimp, salad, 2 rolls of bread, steak, mashed potatoes, wanted dessert.
All of that on his own.
This guy's a garbage disposal.
Wow, that's impressive.
But it does not mess around.
And nowadays, I could eat maybe half of that.
Oh, my God.
Not even, probably.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So we'll get into the Scooble trade over the weekend as well. And the latest, though, this is bizarre, what is happening with in particular with the Chicago Cubs and Angels pitcher Reed Detmers, because last night the Cubs got Kevin Gausman. Pretty good start, right? For Chicago at the deadline?
Yeah.
And then the report came out a couple hours ago, give or take, that they also were going to acquire Reed Detmers from the Angels. That would be a hell of a 1-2 combination at the deadline for a team that's kind of like right there. Then Jesse Rogers, who covers the Cubs and has for a long time tweeted out, hold on a second here. It is absolutely, according to a source, not a done deal. They have not acquired him. So then the Cubs pivoted and they made a move for Braxton Garrett with the Marlins. So as of right now, it's still like Detmers is an Angel the way it appears.
I thought he'd be moved. I was surprised by this.
We still have 2 hours to go before the deadline. So I think, the Angels have to sell him, don't they?
Yes, and they made several moves already today. So I expect him to go, right. Other thing is, like why didn't the Red Sox get Scooble? Why was that the price? In addition to what just happened with Rushman, which people cannot believe. I can't believe it. I hate the trade. I can't stand it from Boston's standpoint. I know it's found money because you were 14 games under 500. Now you come out of nowhere and you have this incredible run and you've won 15 to 16 on the road. But what the Dodgers gave up to get Scooble, compare it to what, I know he's a rental, but this might be a half rental, what they gave up to get Rushman. I mean, there's one MLB insider who said it's one of the dumbest trades I've ever seen.
Sure.
Here's why I hate it. He's hurt. You have to take over a new staff and learn a new staff in a short amount of time. Who knows how long he'll play and when he comes back and how many games he's going to give you. And then he's a free agent after next season. Are we going to have baseball next year?
I know. So I definitely bought in early with Adley Rutschman early in his career, like right away as a rookie. Beyond that, I had some serious tickets on him. He has not lived up to the hype, man, at all. I think you can absolutely sit here and say that the Red Sox gave up more for Adley Rutschman than what the Tigers got in return for Tarek Skubal.
Right, and ESPN gave the Tigers a D for their trade. And I
As
think
they
that's
should.
fair. Right, yes. But why'd you give up? Well, our catchers didn't do anything this year. There was really a position we had to fill. But you gave up your best right-handed prospect, and you gave up 2 other top prospects with this. It's crazy.
Yeah, here are their overall rankings, by the way. The Red Sox gave up their 2nd-best prospect overall, their 4th-best prospect, their 5th-best prospect, and their 17th-best prospect for Adley Rutschman. What is happening today?
Yep.
Going back to Saturday night as well.
And it's over for the Orioles now. We can close the door on that, how they blew it. A couple of years ago, the 1 seed wouldn't make a move. Can't touch these prospects. Well, no, you can't do it. You guys can't get on the field because there's so many of them, but you cannot part with these prospects. We're not going to go for it. And it bit them in the ass, and it never worked out, and they blew it. They absolutely blew it. And that's why I'm pissed off at baseball, this whole thing with the Dodgers and what happened. Don't allow it to happen. Number 1, you don't have to make a trade with them. Number 2, Milwaukee, Atlanta, somebody step up and get the deal done because the what was offered and done was pretty much was weak sauce as far as I'm concerned.
Okay, so by the way, the team that might be a better version than Baltimore could be Milwaukee. A longer period of sustained success, better overall, but they refused. They went a little while ago and they acquired Dustin May and JoJo Romero for their bullpen. That's the move they're going to make. Are you now? Here's the deal. When that trade happened on Saturday night, I was absolutely furious, and I said immediately, "This is a disaster for Detroit." That's the haul for Tarek Skubal. You have to be bleeping kidding me. Right away on Sunday morning. I could not wait to see what the offers were for teams like Milwaukee for Skubal. I had somebody reach out to me and told me that they're hearing the Brewers offered a better package for him, but the Tigers accepted the one from the Dodgers instead. And I firmly believe that. And that leads me down the path of, do you want to buy into, like, this is part of the whole collusion that owners did not want him to go anywhere else but the Dodgers, so there's absolutely going to be a lockout next year? I'll buy into that a little bit.
Yeah, okay.
I will. But I am, and so there's a piece of audio as well. That's what I heard right away on Sunday morning.
If you're the Dodgers, don't you feel dirty picking up the phone?
No, I think I don't blame the Dodgers at all. I think it's. I mean, come on. I think it's tremendous for them. Why would here. This is one piece of audio that you're going to hear. This is from Kurt Hogg, who does a great job covering the Brewers and what he was hearing regarding the Brewers package.
I do think it is interesting that there's some chatter, there's some whispers, some rumors going around the game. You can hear this. I don't know if this is news necessarily. I don't know if this is out there, but you'll hear it on Brewer territory if it is. Yep. The Brewers were involved, guys. The Brewers had an offer that there's some people around the league that have said that I've heard today. The Brewers had an offer. It was good. And in certain eyes, maybe people would have taken it. I don't know what the offer was, so I can't speak to that, unfortunately. But it says the Brewers were involved. That doesn't get you Tarek Skubal, obviously.
Is there a chance that Skubal told Detroit, "You're not sending me to Milwaukee"? And would they listen to that even for a better offer? I just don't know. I mean, if this is the situation that we're in, because I kind of believe this as well. Again, when Kurt Hogg is saying that, I had someone completely different tell me the same thing. Okay, I'll lean into that then and say that I'm open here. My ears are listening. The Brewers offered more, but yet they said no to that. Other teams, did they offer more as well? And they just said, nope, sorry, we need a lockout next year. And Skubal may have said, what if Skubal said, send me to Milwaukee? Screw the Dodgers. I'm going to go there for 3 months. They've never won a World Series. Do you know what kind of legendary status you become if you go to a city like Milwaukee for the rest of your life?
That's what he should have said.
Yeah.
That's the correct answer. And still, Snell, Glasnow, Ohtani, Yamamoto. Need more. I don't know. It's not that good. Minus 130 here to win the National League.
Sure.
It's absurd.
Mm-hmm. Paul.
But that's also everyone involved. So the Milwaukee thing is troubling. Where's Atlanta? Where's another team to come in? Shame on Detroit. But it goes back.
Bingo.
Shame on Detroit, but it also goes back. We did this with the Yankees. And the Yankees are ruining baseball. They're going to win every year. They get three-peat. Going to win it 4 times at 5 snaps. Well, at least they had the core of 4, though, too. And guys they developed with the farm system. But you also have to give them credit that they want to win, and they go for it every single year. But with astronomical payrolls and the deal with Ohtani and what they have, but they put asses in the seats, though, too. I mean, they people pack that ballpark every night.
Oh, no,
and
no question.
how they move product. But it's also on these, like with Baltimore a couple of years ago, Milwaukee, shame on Detroit. Where's Atlanta? I mean, this guy was available, even though it's a rental, that it wasn't a steep price. And he could even throw the Red Sox in there, too, after they gave up all this just to get the Rushman with a guy you don't like who's going to be a free agent at the end of next season.
Yep. Lowest ERA since the beginning of the 2023 season. Minimum 50 starts. Number 1, Tarek Skubal. Number 2, Paul Skeens in all of Major League Baseball. 3rd, 4th, and 5th lowest ERA since the beginning of 2023. Blake Snell, Shohei Ohtani, and Yamamoto. And they're going to get Glasnow back.
Mm-hmm. But it's baseball. It doesn't mean it's over. And
no,
they
it
just pencil
doesn't.
them in. I mean, still, if you see, and they're not playing good ball right now, but the Phillies have a great starting rotation. You have to face the Miz in Milwaukee. It's not going to be easy, and certainly the Phillies had them on the ropes last year too.
Oh,
and the Blue Jays should have beat them.
Blue Jays absolutely should have defeated them. Yeah. So from a betting standpoint, the number has moved a little bit. I don't know what the Tigers are going to do with Casey Mize today. Again, they have nearly 2 hours if they want to get involved with the deal there. I did take the Tigers at plus 790 to make the playoffs.
Oh, you zagged.
I did. I went the other way because if you look at wipe away Skubal, like they they've had some bad luck this year. They're below 500, yet a positive run differential. They have other guys, specifically in that staff, that had numbers like the WAR numbers, comparable to Skubal. I get it, he missed some time, but Melton's been coming on like gangbusters. They have a very easy schedule over the next 2 months, and the American League sucks.
It does. How about the Padres?
Oh,
how about that? Like 2 weeks ago, it's a disaster where Sellers could be a fire sale. Then they catch fire and win 8 of 9, and they can absolutely do this and make the playoffs, and they start a big 4-game set against Arizona, and they require Robbie Ray today.
Yeah.
So now they're going for it.
Of all teams to get Robbie Ray.
Yes.
That's another one. How do the Brewers not make that move?
There's another one. I
for
know.
Robbie Ray.
I know.
And then what?
I tell you, I wouldn't take. I take 10-1 the Cubs to miss the playoffs. They have the second toughest schedule the rest of the way, and they're only 5 up on these teams like San Diego, Miami, and those type. So I don't. That's crazy. As much talent as they have, but they didn't really improve at the deadline. They have a brutal schedule the rest of the way, and it's only a 5-game lead.
Yeah, no, by the way, which team in Major League Baseball has been kind of all over the map?
They're schizophrenic.
They are, big time.
Yes.
And then explain to me what the Blue Jays are doing. After they traded Kevin Gausman, they went out and got Jose Soriano from the Angels?
That's more about next year and player control for the next 2 years. I thought the same thing, but now that they have them locked up through 28, I believe, with player control.
Yeah. Did you make a move at all?
I just took they're taking some Cubs to miss the playoffs.
Okay, that's a huge number, man.
Yeah. It's similar to what Detroit pulled off a couple of years ago, but in the opposite. I think they could implode.
Yep. Huge day at the network today as our annual college football betting guide is out. Here is how you know betting college football futures is different, way different than in previous iterations of the sport. I'll explain that coming up next here on VSiN.
Racetrack Television Network brings you every race, from every track, on every screen, every day. With monthly packages starting as low as $5, RTN gives you great value and access to more live HD streaming and race replays than anyone. Visit RTN.tv today to sign up and watch on almost any device, including Roku and Amazon Fire. Use promo code TRYRTN for a 5-day free trial.
This is VSiN, a network of sports betting analysts, writers, hosts, and handicappers, all here to help you become a more confident bettor. We broadcast live every day from Las Vegas, the sports betting capital of the world, and from studios across the country, giving you insight from every angle of the action. Take VSiN with you wherever you go with the VSiN Watch app, or catch us on streaming platforms and regional sports networks. You can also listen live on SiriusXM Channel 158 and on radio stations nationwide. Check out VSiN.com as well for betting tools, exclusive betting splits, AI-powered player prop projections from Opta, pro picks for every game, plus in-depth betting guides and articles built to give you an edge. From sharp betting analysis and daily best bets to insider interviews and expert breakdowns, VSiN is your trusted source for everything happening in the world of sports betting. See everything we have to offer at VSiN.com and become part of the Sports Betting Network.
College football is back, and VSiN has everything you need to get ready for kickoff with the College Football Betting Guide. Inside, you'll get Matt Euman's preseason top 50 previews for all 138 FBS teams, plus best bets and conference champion picks from VSiN's hosts and experts. Get the guide and everything else VSiN Pro has to offer for just $9.99 for your first 30 days, and join us on the Sports Betting Network.
This is Follow the Money on VSiN.
Another trade here as in fact, I have a bet on this team. The trade has nothing to do with it. I bet it earlier today. But the Astros are finalizing a deal to acquire center fielder Dalton Varsho from the Blue Jays. Those two teams play tonight. I have a bet on Houston at minus 126 in this game. That is, like, Bieber was absolutely awful in his last start. He might get shipped out today.
Yeah.
I just think the Astros, I already regret not betting them for most wins in August. They moved from like 28-1 to like 18-1. Their schedule is set up for them to go on a tear here. Tomorrow we're going to do our pizzeria. I have a couple of cross-sport bets with cross-sport parlays with the Astros to win their division.
Shame on Seattle and Texas.
Yep.
It looks like it's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And Seattle could never get going.
Nope. Last year was their year.
And they punted, and they punted with giving up Castillo, too. Although he wasn't having a good year. This is a good tweet. The Rushman trade is why you still frequently hear this team is asking for a crazy return for a player. They must not actually want to trade him, but sometimes the answer is yes. You keep coming back and you throw a crazy price at him. The other thing, nobody knows. Nobody knows anything about this prospect and this prospect. It's pixie dust. I mean, you never know. Like a guy got a problem throwing all this money, drug problem, whatever, doesn't work out. I mean, you saw this time and time again with the Cubs. It's one thing, can you draft? Will these guys develop? Can they become something? But if you're trained for these prospects, it's a hound's breakfast. You never know what these guys are going to do. And I know you have a great rant and a lot of stuff prepared about the Dodger nonsense the last 5 years, too.
I think I'm gonna knock your socks off coming up in about 10 minutes. I am convinced it's teetering on an F grade for the Tigers and what they got for Skubal. Today, huge day at VSiN. The college football betting guide is out. It is absolutely as good as ever, maybe better than ever, packed with everything that you need to know for this upcoming season. And by the way, our bets are like live. So this is stuff that, we didn't bet this stuff like in June and the numbers are long gone. These are fresh bets where the numbers are going to be pretty close to where they're at, if not exactly where they're at right now. This is one of my biggest takeaways. Again, if you go back, not even that long ago, before the season started, if you get 20 people in a room, give or take, 10 years ago, 17, 18 people probably would have picked the same team to win the national title. Maybe not that many, but you would have picked no more than like 3 teams, right? Over like 20 people. Just to make the title game this year, of all the people that participated in the guide, 12 teams were selected to make the title game. 8 teams were selected to win the whole thing. What do you make of those numbers? I only have 5 that can win it. You can talk.
That's it?
You can talk me into more teams, but I only have 5. Yeah.
After Indiana,
we did it.
I think it's a longer list.
Yeah, we did the exercise last week when you were on vacation with Dustin. He's got a super long list, and I'm like, the teams that I'm leaving out, you can twist my arm, and I can absolutely listen. And maybe your point is absolutely valid, right? After Indiana, why not?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Yeah, was Texas Tech on there?
They were one of the teams that I could be convinced of.
Okay.
Yeah. What do you have on Texas Tech?
Well, if you get good quarterback play, absolutely. Sure. Yes. I mean, their defense was nasty last year, and you had the bad performance, the quarterback play, and the awful loss to Oregon. But they got to be on the list, too. So that's a deep list. And certainly Oklahoma was good last year, too. But then you just had the injury and the quarterback concerns, what happened at the end of last year, too. So I think the LSU hype is nonsense.
So do I.
I saw a lot of that in the guy. I don't want to take shots at people, but I disagree that LSU can be a playoff team. And Brad Powers was on a couple weeks ago. Listen, they're minus $2 to miss the playoff. There's stuff that they have to go to the Final Four or make the title game in year one. These expectations are asinine and crazy, what people on ESPN were saying in a loaded conference.
Yep. So in the guide, one of the win totals that I bet on and I made the case for was Ole Miss, actually.
I could see that.
I'll go. Now, it's a tough schedule.
Yeah, but you love the quarterback.
I love the quarterback. And as I pointed out, if you only watch games, right, from last year and throughout his age and also that he's a D2 guy, it means nothing to me. We're talking about 1 year in college football here. Just based on how Chambliss played last year, you would have to admit that along with Mendoza, he was probably the second best player in the entire country, or right there with Mendoza. That's how good the guy was. So, yeah, they begin with Louisville. They get I can't wait for that game when they host LSU. They're at Florida. They have to play at Texas. They get Georgia at Oklahoma. But I took a plus 150 price on over 8.5 wins, and I bet him to make the playoffs as well. We have Aaron Moron coming up a little bit later on in the show. And
I was going to say, this seems like Oklahoma from last year.
From last year?
The schedule's so hard they can't do this, but then you look up and they probably win 10 games.
What if Chambliss is the best player in the country?
He could be.
Right? Now, will they miss Lane Kiffin as head coach? Maybe. I don't know if Golding's the guy or not. I would lean no, but they restocked big time in the portal, and they have so much talent again this year that they are going to be ridiculous on offense. So that's a team. And also, like, Paul, when you were out last week, so I missed SEC week with you, unfortunately, and you were out last week for Big Ten week. I was making the case for Indiana again today because I said Cignetti is just...
Yeah, Hoover.
Yeah, sure.
Right. If he can do that with Mendoza, why can't he do that with Hoover?
Exactly right.
I'm with you. And you were mentioning Aaron Moore, who has Texas and wants to find a prop will a 3-loss team make the playoff as well. Paul Stone thinks Georgia wins it. But as Dustin said, I agree with him, the guy who should be on the hot seat is Sark. And the expectations they're putting on Kiffin should be on Sark. That this guy, after the bad losses they had last year,
well said,
and getting blown out by 25 points to Georgia, that cannot happen this year. And he has to produce this year.
I mean, what are we going to hear if it doesn't go well week 2 against Ohio State? And by not going well, obviously, lose the game, but what if it's not pretty?
Yeah.
Right? I think the hot seat stuff is going to begin as soon as the game is over with for that guy. Mm-hmm. I don't disagree. Paul, I did not have Texas on my list of teams because I don't trust this guy at all. You can tell me all day long about talent, and they're right there with Oregon. I'm like, okay, well, what's Dan Lanning in a big game? You can have him.
Yep. All tickets cashed the same. And I know Paul Stone had a beautiful breakdown, awesome breakdown, on Southern Miss under. And there was someone else who has, I think it was Cohen, who had it under as well, that breakdown. But I'm also interested in looking at teams to make the playoff from a group of 6 and what some of those tickets could be. There was some Boise State support.
Yeah.
There was, I think it was Von Tobel who had New Mexico. There was some New Mexico at big prices. There was a bet by Dave Tooley, UNLV, to make the conference title game. Mm-hmm. But Paul Stone picked Navy. Phil Steele picked Navy 8-1. There's some big prices out there on who's going to be the little guy to make the playoff, and compelling cases throughout the whole guide on that.
Sure. Yeah, great analysis on Boise to get in at plus 450. I think the New Mexico bets were to win the conference, but also JVT and Stormy have been going back and forth on them as the long shot to make the playoffs at like 20-1.
Mm-hmm.
Can you? If you like them to make the playoffs, you got to take that plus 265 in that neighborhood on them to win the conference. Obviously, I don't know. I could not quite get there with Boise. I like Matt Human's team in Fresno State.
Yeah, it was a compelling case.
Yeah, and then how about their win total is 6.5, but so bet that, and then how about a little bit of money on that team to win the conference, which I don't hate.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't understand the North Dakota State love. That is a big move to come up and what their win total's at.
Sure,
you got to go 10-2. I think that's a big ask.
Imagine if they do.
Yeah. But I don't think they should be the third choice to win that league.
Yeah. Other people made the case for Hawaii for sure, and some Air Force love as well in that conference.
Yeah, Paul Stone liked the Air Force.
Yeah, Paul Stone also in the guide, he ranked as top 15 quarterbacks in college football this year. Arch is number 1. Are you there with him?
Yeah. No, absolutely
no,
not.
We brought
no
on
way.
we brought on a film guy last week, and I asked the question, is it okay if I have the opinion that I need to see a lot more with the guy?
Sure. The guy was Dan Quisenberry the first half of the season.
That's exactly like
what's the sidearm crap? What's he doing?
Yeah, God bless you. If you're all in on Arch and you're right, I tip my cap.
Well,
I just need more.
Well, there are other people saying everyone else is playing for second place. Notre Dame's minus $8 to make the playoff.
Yeah,
and they're favored in every game, and the win total's 11.5. They can atone for what happened last year. Paul's top 10 go Ohio State, Oregon, Notre Dame, Georgia, Texas, Miami, Indiana, LSU, Ole Miss, Oklahoma. Pretty good list. Humans has Notre Dame number 1. And then Oregon 2, Georgia, Ohio State, Texas with his top 5. That's a good list.
Do you have a Heisman bet yet?
No.
I have one, Maeva, USC, 25-1.
Okay.
Tough schedule there, but the offense is going to be insane this year again under Lincoln Riley.
Well, he's got to win a road game, though. That's
I know.
Everyone said he appeared relaxed and he was so comfortable at media days, but why didn't he go to the NFL? He didn't sign up for this. It's been a horror show when they were away from home and they're losing to bad teams.
And I will tell you that a lot of love, and this would be my FOMO bet as of right now. I've changed my FOMO bet. It was on his teammate, Malachi Toney, but it kind of makes sense for Mensa at 16-1. Their schedule.
Yeah, I don't know if he's better than Beck. I asked
I'd
that
say-
to Brad Powers, and he said, good question. I don't know. But
what if they're 11-1 and just
that's-
by
yeah.
default puts up incredible numbers?
He could.
Yeah.
That could happen. Yep. It's out. Go get it. The wait's over. Sign up for VSiN Pro today. Get instant access to the college football betting guide, previews of every team, preseason top 50 power ratings, proven betting systems, best bets, and you get the NFL betting guide and the Fantasy Life Fantasy Football Guide as well. Start today just $9.99 or get the full year and save 50% with the VSiN Pro annual subscription. VSiN.com/subscribe now. Get there.
Call me a skeptic, but I'll break down why I think the package Detroit got for Tarek Skubal is going to be a major flop. A lot of it based on history coming up next.
Biggest contest we've ever seen.
Seriously, what's the guarantee?
They're still talking about it.
I think it's time to put the rumors to rest.
Showtime.
$30 million.
$30 million?
$30 million? $30 million?
That's $30 million guaranteed. 3 contests, multiple ways to win, no rate. Entry starting at $1,000. Enter in Nevada, play from anywhere.
Elevate your sports betting game with VSiN's exclusive betting splits. Stay ahead with real-time market trends and track bet percentages on any matchup. Then uncover the edge by comparing them to the amount of bets placed to find out where the sharp money is headed. Upgrade to VSiN Pro to access betting splits, live odds, line moves, power ratings, and in-depth game analysis. Go to VSiN.com/pro to join VSiN, the sports betting network.
This is VSiN, the sports betting network.
VSiN.
I've always said I wish there was a way to bet on how a free agent signing might go during the duration of that contract or how trades might play out. There's got to be some sort of creative market that a prediction market could come up with to allow you to bet on that. And it might be just as simple as, well, the Tigers' win total next year and beyond, based on this deal that they got for Tarek Skubal, is going to be too high because I think it's crap, to be honest. They got Zaire Hope, the 25th overall prospect, 21-year-old do-everything outfielder. River Ryan, 68th overall, 27 years old, does not pitch in the big leagues since 2024, Tommy John surgery, and Brady Smith, who will result in nothing, unfortunately. 21 years old. Highway robbery. They could have gotten way more than this. We got asked during the break on X if Boris maybe had something to do with him going to the Dodgers. You can't rule anything out, Paulie. Mm-hmm. Nothing would surprise me, right? But again, call me skeptical here. Here's part of the reason why. First of all, the Dodgers never had to give up, any of their top 5 prospects? Total joke. For the best pitcher in baseball? Okay. If you go back in every single year, seemingly for my lifetime, we've heard about how good this Dodgers farm system is, right? Oh, the scouting department. They are just so in lock with what their responsibilities are, and they know what they're doing on a year-to-year basis. Okay. 2008. They traded Andy LaRoche and Brian Morris for Manny Ramirez.
He had a sweet swing, though. Well, yeah.
And then Manny Wood took off, right? And they won like 42-8. And the guy was absolutely on a tear for the rest of the season.
Yep.
And the return package there was awful. In 2012, they acquired Adrian Gonzalez, Josh Beckett, Carl Crawford, Nick Punto, and cash for Ivan DeJesus, James Loney, who I liked, Carl Webster, Ruby De La Rosa, and Jerry Sands. Nice haul. 2020. This kid that we just could never hear enough about, Alex Verdugo, right? The next big thing, along with Jeter Downs and Connor Wong, traded for Mookie Betts. All-time bad trade. 2021, they gave up Keibert Ruiz, Josiah Gray, Gerardo Carrillo, and Donovan Casey for Max Scherzer and Trey Turner. You got to be kidding me. In 2023, they received Tyler Glasnow and Manuel Margot for Ryan Pepio, who's good. I like him. And Johnny DeLuca. So it has been one trade after another where, hey, but the haul, pretty good, right? Never.
Right.
Never a good haul.
It's like we're in Oklahoma City territory. When they call, don't pick up the phone.
Yeah, you're exactly right.
Yeah.
So I also went back and looked at the best prospects in the Dodgers farm system all the way back to 2010. And not a lot of recognizable names after you got out of like the top 5. But I got from every year, 2010 to right now, I got the top 5 rated prospects for the Dodgers, like D. Gordon in 2010. Okay. He was a nice player. That same year, Ethan Martin, Logan Morrison, Chris Carter, Austin Jackson. 2011, same thing. D. Gordon still their best prospect. 2012, Zach Lee, Nathan Eovaldi turned out to be pretty good. In 2013, whatever happened to Yasiel Puig?
Yeah.
He had a nice cup of coffee in the majors.
Yeah.
Along with that same year, Zach Lee, Jacques Peterson, Corey Seager, excellent player, and Chris Reed. In 2014, Seager, their number 1 prospect, followed by Peterson, Julio Urias, who was fantastic, Alex Guerrero, and still on the list, Zach Lee. Same thing in 2015, along with Grant Holmes and Zach Lee. In 2016, it was Seager, Urias, Jose De Leon, Kenta Maeda, and Cody Bellinger. 2017, Bellinger, Yadier Alvarez, Alex Verdugo, Walker Buehler, Willie Calhoun. And I'll fast forward to 2021. They had a prospect by the name of Michael Bush, who was traded to the Cubs, who's turned out to be pretty damn good. In 2022, Andy Pajes. Like, that's the list, folks. I could sit here and go down every year from 2010 until right now. But right now is a little bit too soon, obviously. And I could go top 5, and I could go much deeper than that and tell you, oh, you hear the same thing. They're loaded. One of the best. It's not. Like, most of their players don't turn out to do anything at the big league level. And I'm willing to bet the same thing's going to happen in this package that the Tigers got for Tarek Skubal. It's outrageous.
Well, you can you played the audio earlier. They made a compelling case what the owners are up to. There's a prop offshore. Will there be a work stoppage? It's minus 1,000. And how many games are going to be played? But it's. I went through this with the Cubs. Ty Griffin, top pick, couldn't play. Gary Scott, couldn't play. Kevin Ory, third baseman, couldn't play. Cost Carey, what a perfect game. But this is just, I think, an indictment of the other teams, though, and not saying, let's go for it, let's try to do something here, and allowing the Dodgers to pull this off. Why would the Red Sox be so aggressive with a guy who's underperformed and a free agent after next season? I don't know. Why didn't they get Skubal?
Sure.
But why did Detroit take this silly package in which ESPN gave them a D for a grade, and then Milwaukee, Atlanta, other teams that could have pulled this off, they didn't pull this off, and they didn't get them.
And here's the other
when
thing.
you need to go for it, and we were screaming because we were on Masson all the time, and we had future tickets on them. What the Orioles did a couple of years ago was so easy to read and see. Yep. Oh no, we love our prospects. We're holding on to them. We're not going to trade these guys. We're set. You didn't have an ace. You flamed out in the playoffs, and now the window's closed, and you missed your chance. So these prospects, what did they become? How good are they? You can't play them all at the same time, and he couldn't even win a damn playoff series.
Yep, and that was after 4 years of tanking, by the way, for Baltimore.
That's right. Yeah, another thing, yeah.
Strike one, the iron is hot, because you're not going to be the Dodgers. You're not going to have sustained success. Like you have they were, by the way, they copied the model from the Houston Astros, who, if you go back more than 10 years ago, they had 50 people in the stands, but they were still making money, right? And their goal was, well, we're going to tank and be really, really bad for like the next 3 or 4 years, but then we're going to be really good. And oh my God, did it work out well for the Astros. The Orioles had the same blueprint, but they never followed it at all. There was no trusting the process there with Baltimore. So you're right, minus 1,000, have a labor stoppage next year, a lockout or a strike. How many games will be played? The number right now is 99.5. And then will the All-Star game be canceled or postponed? The yes is minus $2 as of right now. I hope that none of that comes to fruition. First of all, this summer has been as good as I can ever remember, right? A typical baseball season. A lot of good stuff is happening, along with the World Cup. Say what you want about the We're going to go from all of this to no World Cup, no baseball next year, and only having to deal with the WNBA in the summertime. That sounds disgusting.
Yeah. Yep, it took them a long time to recover from 94 and what happened. And they got bailed out by Sosa and McGuire, who were juiced out of their minds. Mm-hmm. But still, people love the home run chase, and that brought people back to baseball. And the damage they'll be doing will be significant and severe. And you're right, thank God for World Cup. Bam, we got a football game Thursday. We made it. Mm-hmm. We're into football season. But this is be a big mistake. And stuff like this can't happen in sports anymore. You can't do it with how much money you're talking here. And you can't comprehend. What's going on in Portland is outrageous. I mean, you can't. If all these franchises are worth billions of dollars, you can't ask taxpayers and the people in the city to say, hey, help me with a new stadium. Mm-hmm. Hey, help me with $500 million here. Go pound sand. It's worth $2 billion.
No, and every single owner in sports, they're billionaires.
That's right.
So I don't. And by the way, like what you said earlier, blame the Tigers. Forget the package. He's your guy. How about you actually sign him to an extension and you have the money, give it to him, right? But nope. They want the salary cap, and whatever. I mean,
sure. Look at what Minnesota's going through.
I know.
I mean, they won a World Series in 87 and 91, and then Pohlad was talking contraction, that they might go away. How that played out with the used car salesman when that buffoon Selig ran things. I mean, it was nonsense.
I know.
How they've handled this, penny pinchers and what they're doing.
Yeah.
I mean, Pohlad had more money than Steinbrenner. And then all the dopes in the media would write, oh, the evil empire, this isn't fair. Look how much money they spend. And look, Pohlad's got more money than Steinbrenner.
Yeah, didn't you say this like many, many years ago? Didn't he come up with the ATM fee?
That's what the sports pig said. I don't
verify
that.
Well, whoever
he should be in prison.
I know.
It's my money.
Whichever, right. You shouldn't have to pay a fee to get your money.
Yes.
That is the sports pig was so good. So now, what you said earlier also, Paulie, I think is true. I can't just sit here and tell you the Dodgers are absolutely a lock to win the world. Nothing's a lock. Like, it wasn't easy for them last year. The Blue Jays had them dead to rights.
I know, but I understand why the fans are frustrated and ready to say you're ruining baseball and all that. I mean, that's your rotation. Glasnow, Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani. We need more.
Yep.
I need more, right?
How about this? Chris Bennett came on the show on Friday.
Need a little more help here. But
sure. Yeah, little engine that could. Chris Bennett from Circuit came on last week, and I asked him to make a number if the Brewers got Skubal against the Dodgers, and he made with home field, the Dodgers, he said about $1.80.
Oh, God.
Now, that's a great series right there, man.
But there's no momentum in baseball. Your starting pitcher can be great. It's like the old Bob Costas thing.
Yep.
You know, a guy goes out, throws 7 solid, there's a big error, all of a sudden you're down 2-1 in a series.
I know. That's like tonight. It's a horrible, horrible travel spot for the Dodgers, which we're going to expand on a little bit later on. But what if their starting pitcher tonight is amazing? It doesn't mean anything.
Doesn't face him.
No. Win, lose up next. The Red Sox did something for the first time since 1939. Paulie's going to run down the details for you coming up here on VSiN.
Over 3,500 circus survivors were on the Rams, and in an excruciating game, the Rams lost.
The carnage has arrived.
It's got to be the most disgusting survivor loss in the history of this tournament. Never bet Thursday night game. It just rips you apart.
That's the worst survivor loss anyone could ever suffer.
The Team of Death has arrived for 2025.
New episodes Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern, only on VSiN. Check out Stormy and JVT on Money Moves, only on VSiN.
They weren't playing catch. They were playing drops out there a lot for Boise State offensively.
No, screw that, okay? There's no class. There's no sportsmanship. We're trying to win games here, all right?
They'll take you on a fun, fast-paced journey, weaving in everything you need to know to make an educated bet, while also not shying away from the excitement of a same-game parlay sweat. Money Moves, weekdays at 2 p.m. Eastern on VSiN, the sports betting network.
Some, Lose Some is sponsored by the Sharp Plays.
Were you a winner last night?
Wow, winning.
Or was it a rough one?
Well, they can't all be winners, can they?
Loser! You're a loser!
Paulie Howard recaps the night in sports betting in Win Some, Lose Some.
Well, my friend, I started tracking this when you went on vacation. All tickets cashed the same. The run continues, and we're going to be on it again tonight. You take out Golden State. They've even been going over, but they're more of a defensive-minded team. We're on a 40-14 overrun, blindly betting WNBA games. 5-0 Tuesday, and a 2-1, a 1-1, a 2-1, and 3 of the 4 went over last night. They're putting these totals up in the 190s, and they're still flying. You can't put a total up high enough in the Indiana Fever game.
I believe it was the second highest total ever in the sport yesterday and went flying over.
Yep.
Have you been betting this then?
Yes.
Yeah, very nice.
I'm on the Liberty over tonight. They played, I think it's 9 straight overs and 11 of 12, something like that.
Damn.
They're in action tonight. Yep.
I have noticed that the games have been ridiculously high scoring.
Yeah. Chicago's, the Aces play the Dream tonight. Aces, 5 of the last 6 over. The Dream, 5 of the last 6 over.
Yeah.
Chicago Sky pushing the pace. They've been playing a lot of, their last game went under, but they've been playing a lot of high-scoring games, and Phoenix just got plumped. So maybe that's more, and that should be an over tonight, too, with that Phoenix game.
I watched the entire game yesterday, 10 o'clock out here on the West Coast, Indiana and Minnesota. First of all, Minnesota is incredible, as we all know. Miles actually should have a shot at the MVP. I'm going to say, now, they need to clean up. This is Captain Obvious checking in. The Fever need to clean up a bunch on defense, as we've been saying the entire year. The amount of easy baskets that the Lynx had with like no defense whatsoever, no resistance, but that's how they play. They want to give up easy. They're going to be a problem in the playoffs, Indiana. Mitchell had, almost went for 40 yesterday?
Yeah.
And then Boston she was hurt. Clark was sick before the game, all of it. I don't know how many teams are going to be allowed to score them in like a series overall.
All right. Got to guard somebody, but we'll see.
Yep.
That'll be fantastic. They might be in the 4 or 5. The Liberty might not even, they got to hang on. It might be the 8th seed.
I know. I see. Indiana will not beat Minnesota in a series, but it'll be fun to watch.
UFC, what was this? 11 fights went under. 9 ended via the first round. Early stoppages all over the place. Red Sox have won 10 in a row as underdogs. 23-3 run. 15-1 last 16 road games. First time since 1939. What a turnaround. They were 32-46. Worst team in the American League, couldn't hit. 28-5 since then. Best team in baseball. In the insane road run. And they sweep the Dodgers. Angels plus 185. Miz gave up 2 runs, didn't like the mound, didn't have any support in that game. Saturday, Goodman 2 bombs, 25-1. And the Astros have won 9-10. Thorne Bjornsson, 40-1. 160-1 on Thursday. In play. Subscribe, be part of the team, VSiN.com, our radio and podcast friends. You always want to see these tweets and videos at Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. Send them in, we'll put you on. You ever see someone so excited to do something here? Look at the pity, ready to go to the gym and work out. Oh, he's so excited. Carrying him. You ready to get on that treadmill? And here we go. Going like 50 miles an hour. Look at him hauling ass. He was yelping, making noises, all excited. And they got that. I think it's in Hawaii. We showed this before.
Yeah.
Where the lady's got she works out the dogs. And the guy runs across the street. And he gets on the treadmill and gets his morning workout in.
He is going it looks like it's 1.5 speed. Doesn't it?
Look at him.
This is like when you're going to fast forward a podcast or listen to it at warp speed to get through with it. That's insane.
Yeah. What do you do with the dogs now?
What do I do with them?
Well, it's 115 for 10 days. You got to...
It's a good question. I make sure I take them out when there's shade or in the morning as much as I possibly can. Because in the afternoon, we don't have a ton of shade, and it sucks, man. It does. So you can't. It's been 115 for a month.
I know.
You can't. There's no way you can walk them.
95 in LA. It's beast mode right now. I think I'm going to get you here. This is strong. Send this to me, Luke. I'll put this up. At Paulie Does Vegas on Instagram. This is Edward. He was given 6 months to live. He decided, not on my watch. He was a stray with severe arthritis and a deteriorating spine. God bless the family that adopted him. Knowing his time might be short, they're going to give him the best 6 months he could be. They introduce him to the ice cream truck, and there he is. Somehow he makes it there all the time. This is Edward, now 27 months later.
Wow.
Still going after the vet said he's got 6 months. And he still manages to get up to the ice cream truck, and he's still kicking ass and taking names.
That's awesome.
Good for you, my friend.
Tip of the cap to the family, man.
There you go. Well said. Some lose some. How about Big Pussy died? Man, so you watch that now with Sopranos. We're down to Maltasante and Silvio. As we've lost Gandolfini, we've lost Tony Soprano, Paulie Walnuts, and now Big Pussy. With that great video and also the poster when they're at the cemetery. And Meadow just sang the national anthem at the Mets game.
First of all, I mean, yeah, it's completely heartbreaking. All of it is. And, I mean, people were retweeting the scene where they obviously were out in the boat and the photo where they dumped him.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just... That scene in that episode is so incredible. But 3 of the 5 now are dead in real life. It just got me to thinking, like, there might be better shows made moving forward, but to really hit like The Sopranos did, it's difficult for a show to ever get there again.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, that just, the impact that it had on us as a society was so strong. I don't think it can be topped.
Yep. I got one more winsome, too. Next week, lower league soccer starts.
I know that.
Championship, League One, League Two. The Premier League starts in 2 weeks.
Can you imagine?
Oh, man. We'll see if it carries over with the World Cup effect. And the Butcher is on next week. I can't believe it. We got action next week. A vicious beat Friday night. Tigers A's total was 10.5. It was 2-1 in the 8th. And it got over. Football season's here. Sharp money already moving. Here's how the Sharp Plays sees it first. Exclusive data feeds from 4 major books. Thousands of sharp bettors and pro syndicates tracked in real time before the market moves, all of it filtered and sorted by version 6.0 of their AI model. That's the machine. Now the receipts, every play logged, goes back to 2011, and every live log since 2021. Nobody else in the industry runs one because most records couldn't survive it. No steam chasing, no stale trends, no recycled plays. Follow the Sharp Money. Jeff and the crew do a great job. SharpPlays.com, and of course, the daily Mr. Poison tweet, SharpPlays.com.
I know the Dream are good in the WNBA, and they are home tonight against the Las Vegas Aces. Don't we like the Aces to bounce back, though? After they got beat by Chicago on Saturday.
They've been the best. They blew that game.
Yep.
They've been the best team at bounce back.
Yes, they've been awesome in this
Usually
spot.
Harmon gets into them and chews their ass, and they always respond.
Yep.
Plus, you got to deal with Wilson, which your point's well taken about Miles. But, I mean, this is, 36-10 the other game, whatever she had?
Yeah, she's going to be tough to beat out for sure. I mean,
machine.
What is she now, -$5 to win the award?
Yes, she is.
Something like that. So, and by the way, Dream taking money. They were 1.5 earlier. They're up to 2.5 now. I disagree. I think I'm going to be on the Aces tonight plus the points in that spot. Yeah, Wilson is on pace to, if she wins again, and that's going to be number 5, I think, for her, MVP. Already in the conversation for the best player ever in the sport. So and so do you have 3 bets tonight? There are 3 games overall. Did you bet them? Are you doing like round robins or anything like this?
I should have done, but that was a way to attack it probably a couple weeks ago. But certainly I was surprised with the 5-0 out of the gates Tuesday after the All-Star break.
Well, I know this. They can't make these fever numbers high enough.
Right. But you want to play all 3 over, fine. I mean, that's a big number in the Atlanta game, but certainly the Liberty playing high-scoring games, and I mentioned the streak they're on, and then it should be a high-scoring game with Phoenix and Chicago as well. So you're seeing big-time totals, but still they're getting over and winning on a regular basis and winning every single night.
Yeah.
Going back and looking at it. And that's even not including Golden State. And now they're becoming over team. Like Golden State plays Toronto again, I think, tomorrow.
They do.
Yes, and they just played and dropped 96 on them.
Yeah, well, look at their total, by the way, because of their defensive prowess and not going, well, recently, like you said, going over. Their total tomorrow night is 168.5. These other 3 games tonight are in the 180s or super high 170s. And like the game yesterday, second highest total ever in the WNBA. According to people who have tracked that forever. So,
Reese is also scoring. She's become a threat offensively. Looking her props over, too. You can maybe ladder some stuff there, too. So the days of her points prop, being low, I mean, she's been delivering with Atlanta as well. I also think they're a bit overrated, as you said, too, echoing your sentiments.
Yeah. Did you happen to see that video that kind of went viral last week of her dribbling? And
no, I didn't.
And people were like, this is going to get called in the playground. She got away with 2 of the most egregious double dribbles back to back
in a game.
Oh, on the same
double dribbles
on the same drive.
Okay,
that she had. She's grabbing the ball and starting over again on the same drive to the basket. Like, it's so blatant. And now the problem is the refereeing, the officiating in that sport is just, it's as bad as you're ever going to see.
Yeah.
So the call the other night that was off Asia and the Liberty did you see that one? Without a challenge? Oh my God, how'd they miss that in real time?
I saw the worst call ever in the game. It was Dallas. They blew it against Atlanta. She's contesting a 3, and they called a flagrant.
Yeah.
And they shot 3 and got the ball, and they got a 5-point play.
Yes.
I'm just contesting the shot. What do you mean a flag?